Attack!
Hello everyone, this is Fixxxer, Captain of the gunRunners. We got UGC Week 6 coming up on Canal Zone, and we're doing our predictions for the Platinum League. You're watching our demo of our practice versus S4P on stand-in. And Osiris, one of our backup players, will be hosting today, and
Alright.
have fun, Osiris.
All right, thank you. So heading into last week, we were 33-6. As of Monday, we went a very disappointing 9-5. Come on, guys, making our overall record 42-11. Before we get started, I want to thank XTV and EOReality.net. If you go to EOReality.net and use the coupon code EXTV, you'll get 15% off of a server for life. All right, let's get this going. Looking handsome versus team player. Hein?
You know how I'm going to go on this one. I'm going to go with the looking handsome guys, but I will say
I don't
that...
think you get a vote here.
He's not allowed to vote.
I won't vote, but I can at least go over the teams. Team player has picked up quite a few good players. They've got Puff invite level, Messer invite level, Java B, who's a IM level, he's really good. But also they picked up Money, John Milter, and Monochromatic Bunny, and that just those guys alone have pulled up a little bit of skill gaps that they had, and the rest of the team, Scotch and Pablo and Java, are still really good. And then the looking handsome guys, you know, they're alright.
Alright, Dran?
I don't recognize this team from a couple seasons ago. Like you just said, they picked up a lot of good players. I just have to go against Hein because he's here, and I want to be that kind of person, so I'm going to go team player.
We almost picked up Bunny ourselves as our backup pyro.
God, he's good. Very good.
Chaos?
In case anyone didn't know, Bunny is colorblind, and apparently he doesn't do much comp because of that, but apparently it's too tempting for him.
Alright, I know looking handsome people are actually fugly motherfuckers, but I'll go with the looking handsome crew.
Nice.
What do you say, Fixxxer?
I'm going with looking as well.
Alright, so looking handsome for the first.
Yep.
Alright, next we got the Syndicate versus Bonus. Hein?
I'm going to swing towards bonus points this week. They've got better teamwork. They've been together as a team a lot longer with generally this same roster. Syndicate's pretty good, and what they've done is they picked up Valen and Mela and a few other people that are kind of there to stitch together their summer roster, because some people wanted to take off, but it doesn't look like their teamwork's as solid as Bonus's right now, so it's going to probably one of the games of the weeks, but I think Bonus is going to be able to take it on this crazy man.
Alright, Dran?
Yeah, I really don't see Bonus losing. I mean, TS is definitely picking up some good players, but I mean, this is going to be a big teamwork map by the looks of it, so I'm going to go with Bonus.
Chaos?
I'm gonna go with bonus also because they almost squeaked out a win against Hein, and Hein disappointed me for that.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Fixxxer?
Bonus too. They've been around for a while, and they're just molding a little bit better than TS. They got the new people in it, etc., etc. Anyways, I think it's a no-brainer bonus.
So all around bonus, is this our Stone Cold Lock of the Century of the week?
Century week, whatever.
Next up is Axel versus Baby Punching Marathon. What do you say, Hein?
I'm going with Baby Punching Marathon on this one, and it's hard to say that because the home team, which is Axelwood, is going to choose blue. So right off the bat, BPM's going to have an uphill battle. So they're going to need to find it inside themselves to out DM and push as hard as they can to take it over, and they've got the players to do it. They've got Toad, and he's the best ever.
Dram?
So much for people not knowing about the blue thing.
Watch that hindsight.
Yeah, I have to go with Axel. I mean, Blazing Boy has been impressing me with how he's been able to put this team together into this level of play, and they keep impressing me every week, so gotta go with them.
Chaos.
Going with my friends on Axel. They've only lost to TP, and TP is easily top 5, so...
Fixxxer?
I'm rooting for Axel as well. A bunch of good guys over there, and I think they'll both win it.
Alright, moving on to SAG versus Stock for Pubs. Hein?
I think SAG's got this one in the bag. I don't think Stock for Pubs has an answer to any of the deathmatch players that SAG currently has, so... Also, SAG is also home team, which that says a lot. So if the teams are equal, start one on blue and they're probably going to win.
Dram?
You know, this is going to be a coin flip. I really don't see either team blowing ahead. I mean, if it comes down to the team selection, then I guess SAG. But like both teams on paper to me, I know the S4P guys pretty well. They're my old team, so, I mean, the teams look pretty equal, so I got to go with SAG just based on the blue team thing.
Chaos.
The SAG, considering how badly they rolled us last week.
Fixxxer?
Yeah, SAG came out organized, and they wanted it more than we did. They played pretty well. I'm going with SAG over S4P.
I'm going to say no one wanted it more than me, Fixxxer.
Yeah, but apparently they wanted it more than us as a whole.
Alright, so that's another lock for SAG then. Tangerine? Hein? Or Tangerine versus Land Before Time, excuse me. Hein?
Yeah, I think Tangerine's going to be able to pull this out. Even though every single player is off-classing, and they don't have invites anymore, stop saying they do, I believe that they will be able to pull this off because Gareth is a strategy wizard, and Land Before Time, even though they're all in their main classes, I think person per person, they have a weaker team, so it should be Tangerine hands down 2-0. And they're blue first.
Dram?
I don't know. Tangerine lost to S4P on Vitalism, and I think S4P or LBT is a lot better team than S4P, so I got to go with LBT.
Alright, Chaos.
I'm going to go with the Tangerine guys this time. I've been voting against them a lot, but I think they're going to pull it out this one.
Fixxxer?
Yeah, Tangerine, they keep on, they win when we predict them to lose, and they lose when we predict them to win. So I don't know what the hell is going on there. I guess I know how Hein feels then, right?
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I'm going to go with Tangerine on this. That's all I have to add.
Alright, Dran, looks like you got voted down on this one.
Down.
Next up is Shootstoffel versus Blunderful. Hein?
Well, Blunderful has been together for quite a while, and they're still a pretty strong team. Schutzstaffel is brand new. They reformed out of another team last season, and they just lost Rusty Bodega and Blue Weekend for personal reasons or summer or whatever. But regardless, they're quote-unquote playing for fun. So I'm going to give this one to Blunderful.
Alright, Dram?
I'm going to do some inside trading here and say SS.
Oh, inside which one?
You got
Wait,
a
what?
reason for that?
The secrets.
You know secrets? Share secrets.
I do know secrets.
Share secrets.
Sheriff's
No, it's okay.
Secrets of the SS.
He just knows the whole team's underwear color. Well, we really don't want those secrets on the air.
That's hot.
Are your
Yeah, it's-
secrets that Combat Toast and Soap joined? 'Cause that's not very good secrets.
No.
You just get called out, Dran?
No, that legitimately, you can ask me after the match and I'll tell you exactly what the secrets were.
Alright,
But that's not the secret.
Alright. Anyways, who's next?
Chaos, go on ahead.
I don't like secrets, so Blunderful.
Fixxxer?
I'm going with Wonderful and Toaster as well. I think Toaster's going to tear it up. Although I think he's always going to tear it up.
Alright, so pick is blunderful. Let's move on to the next one. Deathmarked Soldiers versus One-Hit Wonders. Hein?
This one's going to be pretty tough because I think one-hit wonders kind of kill themselves every now and then. Every time they've lost, I think it's been more so their fault. And DMS is just, the last few seasons they've been bottom level of plat because they do play for fun. They really don't scrim, so even though they are home team, I think one-hit wonders will try a lot harder, so I'm going to go one-hit wonders. I know they're going to make me pay for it, though.
Alright, Dran.
One-hit wonders. Definitely. I just don't see DMS being able to pull anything off anymore. I mean, they've gone downhill recently, and just different personnel. I mean, it's, yeah, one-hit wonders.
Chaos.
There's nothing left to say. One-hit wonders.
And Fixxxer.
DMS surprised all of us last week. We all picked Free Frag, and they beat Free Frag. I'm not sure what exactly happened there, but I thought that was going to be a one-sided game. With that said, I'm going with one-hit wonders.
Nice lead in.
We got a lot of locks this week. Alright, so one-hit wonders. Moving on to Menace to Society versus gunRunners. Obviously, we'll have to skip that one.
Yeah, but Hein can put in his 2 cents.
Oh, yeah, there you go, Hein.
Yeah, I can put my 2 cents in. I think the gunRunners are going to be able to pull this one off because Menace to Society is let's be honest, they're a silver level to steel level team without O-Plate on heavy and hard blue on. Mendez has been showing out pretty good, and it looks like Maniacs on their team as well. So they've got a good roster. I just don't know if they've got the teamwork yet, and they're generally pretty DM based. But you know, hard blue is hard blue, and he could go with something crazy. But I'm thinking gunRunners are going to be able to take it.
Okay. Moving on to the Asylum versus a 10 team. Hein?
Asylum. 10 team is just the 10 team. They have so much turmoil inside themselves with 3 or 4 different leaders all wanting to make calls and comms all at the exact same time, so it's pretty scattered just to listen to them play. So I think Asylum's got really good talent, so I'm going to go with them and their blue first.
Cool. Dran?
Yeah, I like a few people on the 10 team, but I mean, they've got new players, and I'm not sure if their main medic is going to be making the match, so I gotta go with A9.
Chaos.
Hein, can you stop making references to what side that Blue's going to win every single match, please?
We'll just see.
I'm gonna pick A9. Sorry, Rach.
Alright, Fixxxer.
I gotta go with A9 as well. They're probably a little together more than 10 team has been lately. Plus A9 gave us a nice good fight on Vitalism. I'm going with A9.
So Asylum, another lock. A lot of locks this week. Alright, moving on to IFA Omega versus BRBU. Hein?
I'm going to give this one to the IF Omega guys. They seem like they wanted a little bit more than BRBU, and BRBU just relies on Liquid so much if he's playing or not, and I don't know if he's even playing all of his matches this season, but the Sniper does not make the team, and their 1-3 record kind of shows that, so going with IFA Omega.
Dran?
I can't remember the Pyro's name on IFA Omega, I'm sorry. Yeah, Cat, I hate you. You make my life a living hell, so gotta go with IFA Omega.
Chaos.
I'm gonna go with BRBU. We've given them a lot of shit. I mean, I think they are. It just sounds mean to say, but they're finally low enough where I think they can come back even without Liquid. So I think BRBU.
And Fixxxer.
Is Liquid playing? I don't know. Are you sure? I'm going with IFA Omega. I think Mike, their scout, will have a big game, and I like him.
Alright, so IFA Omega. Let's move on to Team Banana Hammocks versus Reddit West. Hein?
This is one of those matches that could easily go either way because they're similar, so I'm just going to go with Banana Hammocks and just, you know, the usual.
Dran.
Yeah, these are two teams. After looking at their rosters every week, I still don't know anyone. I know Trekkie, I guess, on Reddit West, but I don't know that he actually plays. So I don't know. Let's go with Reddit West.
Chaos.
The battle of the two unknowns. I'll go with bananas.
All right.
Sweet.
And Fixxxer.
Well, because we got 2 banana, 1 Reddit, I'm gonna go with Reddit and get a tie going there, so Osiris can put in the pick.
Oh, you're actually making me work?
Yep, do your job, fool.
All right, well, I know a couple of guys off of Reddit, and because of that, I'm going to go with Team Banana Hammocks.
Nice.
So our pick is Teen Banana Hammocks. Did I just say Teen Banana Hammocks?
Team.
Anyway,
Banana.
Banana. Moving on. Short Bus Commandos versus FFN. Hein.
I'm going to give this one to FFN. We played Short Bus Commandos first week on Croissant, and they couldn't push in on us even when we used terrible unlocks. So if they haven't really learned from that, I think FFN's been together long enough. Hopefully they can get some kind of strat pushed out that they can take it to them. So FFN.
Dran.
Yeah, I have to go FFN simply because of the fact that they've been around a lot longer.
I figured you were going to be hating on them.
Why?
Because you were hating on them last time you predicted for them?
Whatever.
Chaos.
First want to say I'm disappointed in both teams. They've made us wrong on several occasions. Shame on both of you. Go with Short Bus. Hopefully we're going to make Osiris work and have Fixxxer say Short Bus also.
Come on now. Fixxxer.
I don't know. I'm not going to say the J word, but I'm going to go with FFN because of the J word.
All right,
J-word.
so
Jambalaya.
Yep, Jambalaya. FFN will win because of Jambalaya. Watch it. You heard it here first?
I sound pretty confident.
Totally.
It's a secret, just like Dran's earlier
Yeah, it's a secret. I'll tell you
I don't like all these
afterwards.
secrets.
My secret's actually legitimate. This does not sound legitimate at all.
But no one likes secrets, Strand.
Jake.
Alright, next up, the last bosses versus... I have no... Deleterious? What the hell is this? I don't know. Deleterious Hoodlums.
Just call them deleted hoodlums.
There you go. Hein, what do you say?
But you might as well call them the deleted hoodlums because they haven't really shown up for any of their matches, and one of the matches that they could have shown up for turned into a forfeit win for them. So they've really only played 2 matches and haven't done too well. So I'm just gonna shove this over to the last bosses and watch Jumper kill everything.
Dran?
Yeah, I pretty much don't know anyone on either of these teams besides Jumper, so definitely the last bosses, I guess.
Chaos.
Last bosses, DH has not shown up like I said.
And Fixxxer.
Yeah, we picked last bosses last week, and they pulled through for us, so we're going with last bosses again.
Cool,
Robot.
so last bosses. Alright, last one. Victorio Secret versus Team Trash Gamers. Hein?
If it was possible for both teams to lose, I would love to see this one happen. But one team has to win, so it's probably going to go to Trash Gamers because Victorio's Secret has 9 members, and they had 8 members for the first few weeks, but then they were allowed in, and they did terrible versus TLB. And that's saying a lot. Not saying TLB is bad, but they're one of the bottoms, and if you lose that badly to one of the bottoms, you really belong in the steel division or wood division if we make a new one. But it's going to be Trash Gamers if they just show up.
So wait, is there anything in the rules other than like forfeits where a tie can happen, or no one?
What
They
if
got
they never
OT.
come out of spawn?
That's what overtime's for, Osiris.
What if they still don't come out of spawn?
That's what overtime's double overtime's for, Osiris.
Is there a triple overtime?
Yes.
That sucks. Alright, Dran.
You know, I don't want to bring it up again, but Trash Gamers got spawn camped by a demo night on Barn Blitz. So
Wow.
I don't want to be mean, but I would like to be able to vote for just both teams deciding to drop down, but I sound horribly mean right now, but I don't know. I guess it's just VS because I've never seen them play or anything.
Alright, Chaos.
I'm gonna go with VS. I mean, this is only their second time playing, but Trash Gamers have played for 4 weeks and they don't seem to be able to get their act together at all.
Wait, where did Trash Gamers win come from?
It was damn it, I just had it up. It was the first week 1. Whoever they played
It was
week.
a forfeit, wasn't
Was
it?
it a forfeit?
Yeah, they got a forfeit win against GR8.
Okay, so I mean, but they haven't got their act together. I'm going with VS.
Yes. God, I don't know. What Dran said is pretty damning. I'm not sure.
Well,
I'm not
if
sure
you
I can
look
vote
too,
for
their last 2 matches have been forfeit losses. So, can I change mine to Trash Gamers because they're probably not going to show up this week?
I'll go with Victorio Secret.
Alright, so I guess that wraps it up for me. Fixxxer is
Match of the week.
Match of the week.
Oh yeah, match of the week. What is the match of the week?
You ask us to predict the match of the week.
I'm asking you to predict the match of the week. That's why I just said. What is the match of the week?
Hein, go.
It's probably going to either be Looking versus TP or Syndicate versus Bonus, but all 4 teams are pretty good. All 4 teams have very good deathmatch, but this is one of those maps where deathmatch really doesn't matter a whole lot, so it's whoever can find the best strat, but I think the Bonus Syndicate match is going to be the best.
Dran?
Yeah, I'd have to say Bonus and Syndicate based purely if you're going to take skill level. Like, it's the highest skill level teams, but... Or 2 of the highest level, rather. But if we're going to base this purely on the evenness of the match, I think SAG versus S4P is going to be completely even. So I would say S4P versus SAG would be the best match to watch in terms of evenness.
Alright, Chaos.
I'm gonna actually say Axel What versus Baby Punching Marathon. They're not so high deathmatch teams, so they're going to have to go for strategy. And I have a feeling one team might actually come up with something interesting to make it the match.
Fixxxer.
I think Axel and BPM will be a fun map. I don't know, Axel every week in and week out are pretty interesting. Oh, Osiris, cut your mic.
Such feedback.
We're losing our host?
I'm crashing right now, real bad.
Mute him, Fixxxer, just take over.
Mute, quickly.
I can't mute. Go ahead, Dren. Alright. I think Axel and BPM will be an exciting match, but I'm going to go with Wonderful and Showstopper. And I guess that was it. That was the last one. Osiris can't put 4 face.
You can't talk now, so...
Alright, well anyways, that concludes this week's predictions. We didn't play a scrim on Wednesday because of the 4th of July. We didn't get our scrim in, so I was hoping to put in something else under the background, but I guess not. We're going to try to get the video up earlier next week and perhaps even a little prettier. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for XTV again and EO Reality, and we'll see you next week.